What's happening, YouTube? That's the Silver Dummies, Sean. CO2 Shootout. I have 12 gram. I have 16 gram threaded. I have 20, no, I'm not gonna use this in the TMC yet. This is a 20 gram CO2. They are not that cheap. And I have something specific in mind. So watch for that video. And obviously 90 gram. In Canada, they're 90 grams. In the US, you get both. You get mostly 88. This is a JT. Find it at our local crappy tire. This one is the original one that I did some videos back. I believe it may be a diminished value at this point. This valve has been holding, but if you remember, I did use this in the M17. The M17 is a pig. And referencing Rude again, because he does some good tests. You know, a lot of you guys' tests are boring. Data is boring. But all these things eventually trickle down to the end user and what works and what doesn't. He shot his shot his Stormer today. I don't know, maybe he probably put 30 rounds through it, I'm just guessing. And he used 20 grams of a 90 gram or 88 gram. So if I had strictly just used this on the TMC, I would get, I don't know, 80, 90, 100 shots maybe out of this. But because I shared this with the M17, the M17 took a big chunk out of it. So right now it says like 750, I don't know, I can't tell if you guys can see that or not. It's almost 800 PSI, but that tells me it's probably it's on its way out. I will be shooting the same 3.7 gram riot balls. If we've learned anything from my previous videos, all I have done is a shimmed hammer spring and polished internals. I did not change the valve spring. That's coming. So take this for what it's worth. Don't give me a hard time. I promise it will get better. There's some things trickling in. A new bolt. Funny enough, it turns out, you know, when you have a bunch of markers, I should have paid closer attention, but I try to keep things organized in these little trays for each marker, and sometimes things get overlooked. And actually, it would appear the valve spring from this guy is gonna fit in here. So that's gonna be an interesting one, and you'll have to watch to see how that works out, because that particular valve spring, I can't remember what they called. It's like a conical shape, so it's not a straight spring like what's in this TMC now. And the benefit of a conical spring, so it kind of coils in like a turd pretty much, is it's sort of self-aligning. If you watch the other videos, maybe you're taking the hint there. In any case, let's shoot the CO2. No 20 gram on this today. Like I said, it only came in a pack of 3. And that pack of 3 costs as much as 10, 16 grams, at least here in Canada, and damn near 40, 12 grams. So first up is oil my marker. Just gonna be using a sort of a cheap AliExpress adapter. How that works is it's just this tube like this. Drop your 12 gram in. Thread that puppy on. And all you do is just thread it up till it's just. How I know it's tight is when my fingers slip, but not like this, obviously. All right, safety, cock the marker. Silence. This thing surprises me every time. Wow, it actually did pretty good. 324. That's the best I've had on a 12 gram. On a first shot anyways. 320. Or 18. I'll just do one more and then I'm gonna, for the sake of these videos, I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. Oh, a little bit of talking did good. There are a full 18 rounds in the mag. Don't know if I'll show you all 18 on all these because as the cylinders get bigger, obviously, it takes more to expel them, so. Right on. That is what I love about this marker. It doesn't squeak at all. It loves CO2. It literally loves CO2, guys. All right, give me a sec and we'll load up the 16 gram. All right, time lapse. Probably about 3 minutes since I just fired that 12 gram. I had to collect my balls, reload my mag. And we are going to do 16 gram next, using a 16 gram. Sorry guys, I gotta move over here. So I got some new equipment, some lighting and stuff, hoping to improve. I really wasn't happy with some of mostly the TMC video. That was a family member donated a nice table to me, but the problem is the width of the table. Changed the camera angle from more of an overhead view to an angle view and caused some shadows, and really I just said enough's enough and went out and bought the right table, or a correct table that suits my needs, and some lighting as well. So 16 gram is next. Take the adapter, threads in like this. 16 gram threaded cartridge, threads in like this, and it will pierce upon sort of that same twisting motion that this does, but obviously it's not contained in a tube. So it actually makes it for a very short profile, a very lightweight. Again, my stock isn't fully retracted because I have not banged this pin home yet because I'm still obviously playing with drive springs. 3.7 grams, same ones. And here we go. Wasn't quite tight there. So now we're right on the verge of pierce. Silence. I heard like, that was it. She's loaded. She's ready to go. 324 was the best on that 12 gram and also was my best on this marker just with the hammer spring. So that's the first actual significant improvement I've seen without changing the valve spring, and I should have looked at my own video before I made this video, but I think my 12 gram was doing like 19 joules. Or no, it was doing, what did I say? 15, 16 joules? have to look, guys. Too many numbers. Let's fire this thing. 16 gram CO2, 3.7 gram balls. We're going, we want to see higher than 324. $338, higher. And based on what we've seen, it's probably gonna creep up just a little bit more. Or not. 324. $322. It is holding a lot more solid, consistent, sorry. So the original, it went 324 to 318. That time it split that number in half. So yeah, it's better. Higher hot shot to be expected, and a little bit of talking gets me a couple more feet per second. One more. 320. We'll just bang this magazine off, and I'm curious how many rounds I'll get out of this. So like I said, 18 in here. Counting, because I was not, and trying to, in the sake of being fair. Wow. I don't know, sometimes it's just magic, guys. All right, so that was 18 shots on a 16 gram. I'm gonna load those same ones up again, and let's see how many we get. Another 18. Same 16 gram. That was it. Let's count them. By the magic of subtraction, we had 36 total rounds loaded. $36 minus 1, 2. Whoa! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 31 shots out of a 16 gram. Now, granted, I didn't chrono the last magazine, but 2 mags should do it. And I bet you at least half that second mag was still probably in the $324, $330 mark, like the original. Okay, 90 gram is next. Depleted 90 gram. Let me load up my magazines again and we will go. 16 gram is still in there. Thought I'd show you just unload it, so. Nothing really left in there. Let's see there. The adapter came out with it. That's no big deal because I'm putting in a 90 gram next. These adapters are really cool, guys, and I'll link it again in the description because they're dirt cheap from AliExpress. I know it's from China and stuff, but these things are, they open so many doors to use different propellant, and you know, some of that stuff is just for fun, guys. I do it so you don't have to, or maybe it makes you want to do it. I enjoy failing, put it that way. I post fails all the time, and I get, it brings up a funny thing because of lately, I guess as my subscriber count goes up, you know, the more kind of riff-raff makes it in, and I even get some negative comments. You know, I got thick skin, guys, but like, there's no need for that stuff. Really, like, if you don't like what you see, move along. That's just my take on it. I will call you a loser though. Yeah, that guy knows who he is. Okay. 90 gram. Yeah, it's still sitting at like, it says under 800 and that's unusual. That probably means this is done. Come on, you little bugger. All right. Air it up. Magazine full of balls, 3.7 grams. Same ones I've been shooting this whole video, this whole series. Wah, wah, wah. 326. Previously, just on a stock marker, this thing was spitting out 360, 365s. It is safety, guys. Oh yeah, she dropped way down to 500. I'm guessing this thing is pretty much empty. Not really a fair shake. Yeah, 90 grams should not be dropping in power. Damn, M17 sucked all the fun out of this one. 320. I won't bore you with the details. Everywhere. I don't know what it is today, guys. It's like magic in here. Oh, there was one left in the breech. Well, not as much magic as I thought. Let's turn this guy off and see how much is left in there. This 90 is done. It's done though. At rest, yeah, it's depleted. I really want to spark up a new one. Spark up a new one, yeah, it's a Canadian thing, guys. Oh. I do have a new 90 gram, but I'm going to save it for when the other modifications for this thing come in. Let's just make sure it's clear. Obviously, there's no air attached to this. Okay. Valve spring is next. But I'm posing this question to you guys. What would you rather see? My barrel, I have a 684 barrel that may be here this weekend. It's of the 10-inch variety. That's about what with minus the flash hider on here, that's about what this is. But it's much tighter. Would you rather see, leave this marker as is, don't change anything other than what I've done, so hammer spring and a polish, change the barrel and do these tests over again, or just send it, change the valve spring. If the barrel comes in time, change the barrel. What you don't know though is there's another part to this equation. I actually have another valve coming and I have something that I am going to try. But first things first, barrel as is or do the valve spring, shoot it again. Put the barrel in. If the barrel comes in, you guys let me know. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, share. See you on the next one.